Now I'm going to move on to this here next. This is how you score this, and we are gonna cut it, but not with the trimmer blade. I'm going to use my shears for that. So if you want to prepare for the workshop, that's fine. Go ahead and start here, or you can start here. I'll have another video before the workshop of just this segment so that you can start when you want to. Okay, you can do this portion. I am going to put my scoring tool in here. I need to figure out which side was 8 1/8. So this side is 8 1/8. I'm just going to lightly write that so I know which side I'm scoring on. And this is 8 1/4. Okay. Now along the 8 1/4, you're just going to do the halfway mark. Okay, so I'm going to take my 8 1/4 and I'm going to put this at 4 1/8, and we're just going to trim it directly in half, or not trim it, but score it. And make sure your scoring tool is not on that wire, or else you're going to cut your paper. Okay, you're going to rotate this so that you're along the 8 1/8. That's what this length is 8 1/8. Let me put that up there so if you do zoom in, you can see it. Okay, now this is a bit trickier. We're going to do 1/2 inch, and I'm going to go in order, and we're just going to build upon it. Okay, so 1/2 inch, 2 7/8, so almost 3. 5 1/4. There's my 5 1/4. 7 5/8. Okay, 5 6 7 8. So it's just the tick past half. Okay. So now you have these 1/2 inch spots. You have these bigger blocks here, and then another 1/2 inch spot. Okay. We are going to take this, and we're going to go from the second block over. So here's 2 blocks, the middle block, the upper right, to the lower left of the first block on the bottom. So I'm going to rotate this so it's in my trimmer and my scoring tool, and we are going to score from the upper right of the upper middle block to the lower left of the lower left block. Okay. Just score that, and you're just going to do the same with the upper right of the upper right block to the lower left of the lower middle block. So just move it over just a little bit to the next upper right corner and get the same angle. Now you're going to want to make sure that if you are preparing for the workshop, make sure you score these very, very well. Okay, now we are going to take these, and just a minute, and I'll look one thing up. Okay. Now I'm going to lightly write P in the middle here, P in this one. Okay, actually this is A. Let's just label them as they are. A, B, C, D, and E. Okay, now we know where everything is supposed to be. They're triangles, but we want to get rid of this, as well as the opposite one down here. So those two we want to get rid of. So I'm going to take my shears, and I'm going to just cut along my scored line and get rid of those. Now when I get up to the middle line, I'm going to cut a little oddly and a little bit at an angle. And this will, because this is going to be folded and tucked in, so you're not going to see this. This is one of our tucking folds. And you don't want to see these corners, so I'm just going to trim those corners off. Same with this one. I'm going to cut up the scored line. Okay, I got up to the middle. I'm just going to cut angled. It doesn't matter the angle, guys. Do a little angle. You can do a fairly decent size angle like I did. It's up to you. Okay, now we are ready for the workshop.